Daddy born poor, mama was too. Walking through the snow, plastic bags on their shoes. Papa selling houses, sleeping in a car. Four babies in the backseat, underneath the stars. Well, hey, hey, just work a little harder. Hey, hey, punching that clock with work and prayer and a little bit of luck. Make so much money, need a 10-ton truck. Ha, 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 ha.
Hey, good morning, everyone. Paul McMann here with Forex Smart Trade. So glad you could join me this Tuesday morning, January 10th, 2023. Here at Forex Smart Trade, our mission is to make you a successful currency trader, and by doing so, change the financial trajectory of your life. Currency trading has been very, very good to me, and with that, I'd like to share it with you. We've got some trading indicators that are proprietary, that were developed about a quarter of a century ago, that are very, very accurate. And we want to show you how to use them and show you how well they work. That's why we do these sessions. So with that, let's get started. We first need to listen to this guy.
Due to federal and state regulations, we are providing the following disclosure. Please stay tuned, as this will take less than a minute. Foreign exchange, futures, and cryptocurrency trading are highly risky, and you can lose all the money you invest should you decide to engage in live trading. We are not responsible for your investment, trading, or tax decisions. We are not licensed financial advisors, traders, accountants, stockbrokers, or attorneys. We are not licensed commodities brokers and do not engage in or facilitate commodities transactions. We are not an introducing broker, and we make no recommendation as to where you should invest or what broker you should trade with. As you apply what you learn, we recommend you seek advice from licensed professionals. Any trade results that we show should not be considered typical of our students. We do not and cannot track the results or performance of our students' private trading accounts. We do not know what a typical or average student earns or loses trading. This is not a get-rich-quick program, guaranteed system, or business opportunity. We sell training and trading tools. We make no promises our training or tools will generate future income for students, and you may not make your investment back, including your investment in this training. Any redistribution or recording of this material is strictly prohibited without advance written permission.
All right. One of the things I can't seem to find it here. Where'd it go? That I like about the program is that we do these live sessions. When you are a member, we do a live trade every day at 10 a.m. and another live trade every evening at 10 p.m. And then it is about continuous training, continuous improvement. We have an advanced member meeting every Wednesday evening, and then also more training every Saturday morning. So as we are having you trade with company funds, once you've been taught, that creates an accountability. That accountability helps you perform at a higher level. I work off of a checklist. And that checklist allows me to kind of stay focused and make sure I don't forget anything. Every day, I'd like to turn the green charts off and on so that the memory resets. Good habit every day, as it is about continuous improvement, is taking a look at the activity you did for the day and figuring out what didn't go as you planned, and then taking corrective action. Last night on our live trade, we took a trade on the New Zealand dollar USD, which closed about an hour or two after we took it. And then also, if you're following the trade setups that I sent out, both the trade setups closed profitably. And just as a quick review, one of the things, the indicator helps me figure out the direction of the move. If I can figure out the direction of the move, I can make money. And we were looking last night, when we were looking, there was an up move on the 1 hour chart. It was supported. We had confirmation on the 2 and the 4 hour chart. Then we needed to figure out what the trade was worth. So we opened up a clean chart, dropped in a support and resistance line. We had about 13 pips up and 10 pips down based on these support and resistance lines. Support and resistance lines are places where the price action naturally seems to stop. Because we want to get in and get out, we want to trade within those bands. We didn't really have a clear trend here because there was some sort of news that created this big up move, but we ended up taking 10 pips, and you can see that support and resistance. It went right up to the support, it peaked through, came down, came up. So the techniques we teach here are techniques that will help you trade more effectively. As we are technical traders, we are trading based on the price action. We want to know what the news is or what upcoming news might be so that we can trade around it. We're going to look at that at forexfactory.com. Forex Factory breaks news down into 3 categories. Yellow is low impact, orange is medium impact, and red is high impact. And this morning at 9 a.m., Fed Chairman Powell speaks. And he when he says stuff, he's got enough impact to move the market. So we probably won't take a trade on the USD this morning. When he speaks, he sometimes has impact and sometimes doesn't, versus when they're reporting reporting like manufacturing numbers or something. So we need to worry about that. We were a little outside the 2-hour window. I don't like to trade within 2 hours of the news event. This is a little different because there's not very many people who know what he's going to say, his remarks, versus a published figure of some sort. Where on a published figure, that number is, a lot of people have access to it, and it tends to leak out. So with that, let's get into our trading. The trade I am going to do, we have a dozen different signals. The trade I'm going to do is a 10-point signal, and I am going to do it off of a 1-hour chart. You can use this off of any chart. I use a modified 10-point signal on that overnight trade setup that I send out. On a 1-hour chart, I'd like to be at least 30 minutes into the chart to give the chart some time, the indicator some time to pick up some data. And on a 1-hour chart, a trade is going to be worth anywhere from 5 to 35 pips. And I find the sweet spot tends to be 10, 11 pips. And I can expect that to close within 1 to 3 hours, which is what we saw happen last night. And basically what I'm trying to do is get all the lines to line up. There are 3 different sections of the chart. When I can get all 3 sections in agreement, I have a high probability trade that the trade is going to do what I expect it to do. So with that, let's get into it. I am going to start with the light 6 major. This is one of the standard charts, standard layout charts. It is a composite chart. It's showing us 6 different currency pairs. These are all US-based pairs. I am going to start with the middle section of the chart, which is called the majors and minors. Red and green line is the major indicator. The black and gray is the minor indicator. Horizontal red line is the oversold line. When the market's oversold, that becomes a good opportunity to buy. And this horizontal blue line is the overbought line. When the lines are up here, that is a good opportunity to sell. And I am looking for situations where we are oversold and the lines are going up, or overbought and the lines are going down. So right now, the lines are going down and they're just reaching the oversold portion. So there's nothing there. Euro USD, we just touched the overbought. started to come down. We are just about halfway. The majors are just about halfway. Technically, we do have 3 points here. One, that we were oversold. Two, that the lines are all pointing down. And three, I've got a double cross where the red line is crossed over the green and the black line is crossed over the gray. I don't like this trade. One, because we didn't quite get overbought enough. I like to see it clearly up above and coming back. And two, we've got a kink in the line where the slope is less than 45 degrees. So we're going from more steep to less steep. So this looks like it's starting to go sideways. So because of that, I'm going to pass. I don't like that. I want the kink to go from less steep to more steep if there's going to be a kink in the line. And I want good steepness on this. And then the third thing is we've got some news coming up. But this I don't like. So we're going to pass. Pound USD, overbought. Everybody's going down. And I got the double cross right on top, black on top. I like this signal. This is a good signal, actually. We are going from less steep to more steep. There's a little kink in the line where it's getting steeper. So I've got 3 points here. When I have 3 points here, I am going to jump up to my TNTs and see how many of these lines are supporting the sell signal I see here. 2 orange lines are supporting the sell signal, and in fact, they're very, very steep. So that the steeper the line, the stronger the signal. Each of these lines is measuring something different. So when I get three out of 4 of them telling me the direction is right, that really supports what I'm seeing here. So the 2 orange lines are supporting. Blue lines are inversely related. So when the blue is going up, that means sell. So dotted blue is going up. So 3 out of 4 are telling me sell. So once I get 3 here, then I'm going to jump down to the pressure. And I want the lines either going down or the red line on top. I've got sideways pressure here. The green line's going down, red line's going up. It's weak sideways. The lines are converging, meaning they're getting closer together. They will eventually cross, but they haven't crossed yet. I don't like to anticipate what the lines are going to do. I want to wait till the lines are there. I am a believer that I'd rather give up a few pips in terms of the entry, that is getting in a little bit late, but know that the direction is right, than get in a few pips early. On getting in those few pips early, I find that it tends to work out. It tends to work out less than I'd like. So I'd rather be confident in the direction. So I do like that the green line is going down. In fact, while we've been talking here, it's gone down a little bit more. This line has gotten closer. And the red line is just about to slope down, but it quite hasn't yet. So, but I'm going to pass. I don't have the setup that I want entirely. USD, Canadian dollar. There was some news a couple hours ago. Didn't seem to really make. Well, it might have turned the market here a little bit. Once we get past this once the majors get past the halfway point, I don't really consider the trade. Only time that I might is if it's, say, on the Euro USD. And if that's the case, since I traded a lot, then I'll look at the 2 and the 4 hour and see what the signal is telling me. But on a pair that I don't trade regularly, I wanted to. Once it's halfway, I'm going to pass. Now, can I get 10 pips if it's here and it's going up? Yes, I can, but it's just not part of my trade plan. USD, Swiss franc, we're just approaching the overbought. USD, yen, again, we're just approaching overbought, so nothing there. So let's continue. I've cloned this chart. and made 6 different pairs. These pairs are non-US pairs. Euro pound. Oversold. Everybody's going up double cross. Very good steepness on the green line, and all the lines are clustered. We're just touching the halfway mark. Only thing I don't like about this is it didn't quite get very oversold, but it did touch the line before it started going back. So we got 3 points here. I like it. The 2 orange lines are going up, supporting the buy signal. Dotted blue is coming down. So 3 of the 4 are telling me buy. And I've got very weak up pressure. Very weak up pressure. Both the red and the green line are going up, and the green line's got a little bit more steepness than the red line. What makes the pressure weak is that the lines are separated. The tighter the tighter the lines, or the closer the lines, the stronger the signal, and the slope of the line. The slope here isn't that great. It's less than 45 degrees. But we've got 7 points here, 3 points here, 3 points here, and 1 point here. So with that, I am going to then confirm. Once I have the setup, I want to confirm the setup. And I'm going to confirm the setup by taking a look at what the 2 and the 4 hour are doing. So this is the euro pound. Right now it's lunchtime, and it's noon in England, and it's 1 o'clock in Europe, 1 to 2 o'clock, depending on where you're at in Europe. So we are going to, and we want to buy. Let's take a look at the 2 and the 4 hour. So euro, Great Britain pound. I don't like this. I want the euro, I want the 2 and the 4 hour to both be overbought. Oversold. And the reason being is if for some reason this signal weakens, I will pick up the trade off of the 2 or the 4 hour. In this case, they're both overbought. I don't know how much more of an up movement there is when they're overbought. So I don't like taking a buy when we're overbought, because it could turn anytime. So we're overbought here, or overbought here. I'm looking for something closer to like what this is on the 8 hour chart. So, can we maybe get a move here? Yes, we can maybe get a move here, but it doesn't meet with my trade plan. So I'm going to pass. I want to see this and this oversold, and I don't have that. We do have good pressure here going up. We do have good pressure here going up, but I'm going to pass. So let's keep going. Australian dollar, yen. It's not a good time to take this. It's approaching evening in both of these markets, so I'm going to pass. Euro Canadian, overbought, and it's turned going up. Australian New Zealand dollar, not a good time to take this trade, but we don't have agreement between the majors and the minors. Minors going up, majors going down. Pound yen, overbought, going up. Euro Australian dollar, overbought, going up. And here's an example where you can see that, you can get 10 pips. 8 pips here on this move when it's overbought and going up. So, but again, we'll create a trade plan for you to figure out what trades you want to take and what trades you don't want to take. So let's go to the next group. Canadian dollar, yen, more than halfway, so we're going to pass. Euro, New Zealand dollar. This isn't a bad signal here. Everybody's going up, and there's very good steepness. The lines are all clustered. We got the double cross. One thing I don't like is we never really got to oversold here with the majors. On the TNTs, we actually only have two out of the four, so I'm going to pass. The steepness here is good, and we have the pressure. We just don't have the confirmation on the TNTs. If I get confirmation all across the board, that is a trade that's likely to move in the direction that I want it to do. So that's what I'm looking for. Here, we're in the middle of the channel. Miners going up, majors sideways. New Zealand yen overbought. Miners have started to turn, majors still going up. New Zealand dollar USD. The trade we took last night, overbought. Everybody's coming down. I don't mind that the miners have run past halfway. Majors are going down. There's good steepness on the green line. Two orange lines going down, dotted blue going up. So 3 of the 4 here. I've got weak up pressure with red on top. Weak up pressure with red on top, and the green line is sloping down. So I've got 7 points here. When I have 7 points here, our only issue is that we've got that news item coming up. But let's just take a look at the 2 and the 4 hour here. Overbought coming down. So this was the signal we were just looking at. Didn't quite reach overbought here, and the 4 hour, this is telling me there's more up in the move. So I don't want to take a trade when one signal is telling me there's more up and the other signal is telling me down. The 2 hour has turned. Never quite got to overbought, but it is pointing in the right direction. I prefer it to be up here. In fact, I don't even mind if it's not pointing in the right direction, as long as it's over. I'm more interested that it's overbought versus it having turned. But we don't have this here. This is going up, so this contradicts what we're seeing. So we're gonna hold off on that. Let's see what else we've got. Euro, Swiss franc, overbought going up. Let's go. I've got another group of 6. Australian dollar, Canadian dollar, oversold going down. Swiss franc, yen, we're in the middle of the channel with disagreement. Miners going up, majors coming down. Euro yen approaching overbought. Pound Australian dollar overbought, and we've got disagreement with the miners. Miners going up, majors coming down. New Zealand dollar, Swiss franc, we've just reached overbought. It's starting to turn. Miners are coming down, majors are sideways. And Canadian dollar, Swiss franc, just reaching overbought. Everybody's still going up. Now, I mentioned that we have multiple signals. What I'm going to do is change course, and I'm going to do a quick examination with another signal. And this signal is called the thick orange line trade. This is a little scalp trade. We do it. You can do it on the 30-minute or the 1 hour chart, and you can take this trade when there is less than 5 minutes left in the hour. And currently there is about 6 minutes left in the hour. So by the time we see something, there'll be less than 5 minutes. And what I am looking for is the position of the thick orange line. This thick orange line is a scaled line. And when it is as high as it can go, this number is 10. When it is as low as it can go, this number is at 0. So I'm looking for situations where this is 0 or 10 or within 1 point of either end. So here we are at 9, a little over 9. So we're within that 1 point of 10. When I see that, this line thinks that there's no more up in the movement when it gets to 10 because it's scaled. So if there's no more up in the movement, that's a good time to sell. So when I see 10 here, I want to confirm that there's no more up in the movement, and I'm going to confirm it by looking at where the majors are. And I want both the red and the green line to be above the blue, well above the blue. And if I have condition 1, this is at 10, and condition 2, the red and the green line are above the blue, I've got a good trade. So here I've got part 1, but I don't have part 2. 8 isn't close enough, 4 isn't close enough, 4 isn't close enough. 0.6. 0.6 is within 1 of 0. When I jump down to my majors, my majors are still on the channels going down. So this is telling me there's more down in the movement. It's not maxed out. So I'm going to pass. 0.5 is within 1 of 0. 1 of 0, and the lines are well below. So we have a buy on the AUD CAD buy. The only thing I don't quite like is I prefer that these lines have gone from overbought to oversold. Here they went up past the halfway mark and came back. I don't take this trade when the majors have been below the red line for multiple hours. I want it to have gone from overbought to oversold, because what's happening is, you can think of it as kind of a rubber band, that you're pulling the rubber band, and when the candle changes, there's going to be a little snap, and we're going to take advantage of that snap. So we have the setup here. So let's go ahead and take a 5 pip buy on the AUD CAD, a 5 pip buy on the AUD CAD. Let's see if we have that open here. AUD CAD, we don't. So I'm going to go to File, a new chart, and find the AUD CAD. Not in there. AUD CAD is here. I'm going to make it the 1 hour chart that we're looking at. There is about 1 pip, a half a pip spread, so that's okay. We can take if it's less than 1, we can go ahead and take it. So then I'm going to press the new order button. This account has 10,600 in it, so my lot size is going to be 1.06. This is a demo account that I am showing you off of. It's going to be a market execution, market buy. So I'm going to click market buy. It records the trade. I'm going to right click on it, go to modify. It brings up this little window, and this trade is worth 5 pips. 5 pips equals 50 points. I click the little blue button. It does the math for me. And we're going to use a 4-to-1 stop loss. This trade is accurate about 90% of the time. So if I win 9 trades at 5, that's 45 pips. And if I lose 1 at 20, I'm ahead 25 pips. And then the only thing I like to check is to make sure we get the full 5. So we got in at 92208. So if I add 5 pips to that, I'm going to go to 92258. And let me just change this to 58. So we get the 5 pips. So we took a buy, a little scalp trade on the Australian dollar, Canadian dollar, with a take profit of 0.92258. That's 0.92258, a stop loss of 0.92021. 0.92021. We still have a minute here. Let's see if we see anything else. We got 40 seconds. Major 3. $10, and these lines are above Euro Swiss franc. Euro Swiss franc, we can take a sell for 5 pips. Euro Swiss franc. Let's see if we see it here. We don't see it here. So file, new chart, Euro Swiss franc. And we're going to take a sell. I'm going to just go ahead and click it real quick to get it in. Oops, we're going to go ahead and take it. Right click, modify, 5 pips and 20 pips. And I just want to make sure I get the full 5. I got in at 98.99. So I'm going to go to 98.94. 98.943. All right, so we took 2 trades. So the Euro Swiss franc sell, take profit of 0.98943. That's 0.98943, and stop loss of 0.99200. 0.99200. Let's go back and just take a look. Some traders on this trade, want to see this number change by 1. We didn't get that. So this is going to take a little longer to close. This one's going to take a little longer to close because this didn't change enough. So we're not getting that snap that I'm looking for. Let's go back to the the other one was euro pound. What was it? It was Australian dollar, Canadian dollar. This one didn't change either. All right, so these are going to take a couple hours for them to do what we want. Both of these are going to take a couple hours to do what we want. So we took 2 trades this morning, 2 little scalp trades, one on the Australian dollar, Canadian dollar, and one on the euro or Swiss franc. These will take about, as I said, probably a couple hours before they do what we want. We will do this again on Thursday. Thank you so much for joining me. If you have questions or want to get in touch with me, you can make an appointment at forexsmarttrade.com/schedule. forexsmarttrade.com/schedule. Thanks so much for joining me. We will see you on Thursday. Bye-bye.